Hi everyone. This is kind of unexpected Zoom for me because I wasn't planning to do a Zoom live today in a group. I was just having a scheduled event that is in person and people are with me personally, and that was the plan for today, but it got rescheduled. So since it got rescheduled, I decided to hop on here for live for you guys, and I have a very short topic prepared that I am often asked. So when I'm helping people to eat protein, good source of protein, and you know, the amount that it's really important. And many of you are looking for into vegan way. You know, you are wanting to avoid meat and switching. I tried that myself. I know how hard that is. I've been in that place, and just because I've done it, sometimes it's very easy to just give you some suggestions, ideas, and pretty much it's like, you know, try out. You go from one place to another and you learn your body, and you learn which protein or which vegan or not vegan way is better for you. So this will be a topic for today. To be exact, of course, the funny stuff is happening. To be exact, I will be talking about cooking beans. Because of course we can buy them, that they are ready to eat, but preparing everything from scratch, everything, but beans from scratch has tons of benefits, and you are avoiding a lot of stuff that sometimes is just added, not necessarily to the product that we are buying. But before I get into the topic about beans, I would love to invite you for the next week, and whenever you are listening to this live, just let me know if this is before the time. So on the 23rd, on the 24th, and the 25th, we have back-to-back 3 events. Those are through Zoom, and they will be about discovering Arbonne, discovering the business that I am with, besides being a certified health coach. One will be about simple cooking swaps. So that will be very interesting topic for people from this group, or maybe if you're watching me on Instagram or YouTube, you might pick this as an interesting topic too. So simple cooking swaps, that will be really funny Zoom to hop on and listen in. That is happening on April 24th. So just let me know if you wanna get in and listen and just, you know, take the information for yourself. And on the 25th, we'll have another affiliate program for people that are interested in additional income. You know, what I started 10 years ago was for additional income. Right now it's just business that it's global, and it's a completely different story. Plus I become a certified health coach, so it's just gave me the opportunity that I never dreamt of. So those are the events that we have back to back next week, and I am here to give you information for Zoom whenever, whichever is piquing your interest. And now I will switch to my topic. So welcome everyone who is live. You can comment. I hope I will see the comments. Sometimes they are showing up, sometimes they don't. But you can comment, ask me questions. If I don't see, I will answer after this live for sure. So welcome everyone who is watching me live. Very nice to see you here. So cooking beans. There is so many different beans, and I'm Polish. I knew different beans that I was in back to my country. I learned some other beans when I got here, and I'm like, you know, connecting everything that I know. So there's so many different choices, and beans are such a wild variety of, you know, the ways of eating them. One, types of which one we can pick. They are very widely expanding our, healthy lifestyle, our way of eating, but also because being so different, they are different acting on every single body, on every single person. And I will be mentioning some stuff that typically people are struggling with going into beans. So it's a very high, good quality protein source. Very good quality and very high, especially when you buy them as a not processed bean and you are making them from scratch. That's one. Very high in iron, B vitamins, and fiber. And that's the stuff that is typically making a problem or just, causing a problem. So don't stress about it and don't scratch them out, because there's so many different ways to make this fiber more absorbed for your body, better working on your body, just help your body to work through this fiber that is very important for your body, I can tell you that, and just learn it. Teach your body how to use this fiber in the best possible way, and that you are not struggling with it, because I know many people are struggling with this. I've been there, I've done it, and I'm done struggling with beans and fiber from beans. So I will give you all the cool tricks and tips how to prepare beans in order to just loosen up on that fiber, but everything else in beans is just extremely amazing. So, they are good in storage. They are good in, dry storing or after cooking storing. So there's so many good benefits how you make them, and that you can, they are not going to be a waste in your house ever. So steps to prepare beans before pretty much eating. Number one is that it's very good if you can rinse them with water. So if you are buying them not in a can, but dry beans, so we are talking about like beans that are not prepared anyway, it's very good to just rinse them. Just make sure that every single dirt that is possible from even picking the beans could be in the packaging that you are buying. The shelf pieces or, broken pieces, anything is just clean and washed. Second thing is to soak them. Soak them for minimum of 6 hours, but you can easily keep it for overnight. And I do typically overnight. So soak them. It's very good and very helpful for this fiber to soak in. There's so many tricks and tips for the soaking the bean and soaking the fiber. So it's just easy on our digestion, and it's very helpful for our digestion, but also it's very heavy in fiber, so people struggle with that. But I will give you tons of tricks how to avoid that. Then you can drain them again, because you need to remove that water they were soaking. That water is a waste. So the soaking water is completely wasting. You can drain it, and you can rinse it after that water. And that is, again, helping for digestion. Cooking like 3 to 4 cups of water, fresh water for cooking, with bigger beans, less water for smaller beans, but it also depends how much you are placing the beans into the pot. So like I would go with 4 cups of water at minimum, and because water will simply evaporate, and you want to have these beans cooking in more water than the level of beans are. So you boil them. That's another step. You boil them on the very first step of cooking, and then you lower the heat and you simmer under the cover. So you cover everything and you simmer for 30 minutes. I can tell that the beans, if they are soaked and rinsed and you have enough water in the pot, Cooking will be about 30 minutes. I know easy is to open a can and you have them ready, but trust me on that it's skipping a lot of steps for those beans that are in a can, and those beans are causing much more problems with digestions than your beans that you will prepare them in a house. And you can only prepare how much you're gonna eat, or you can prepare the whole bag. It's just up to you. So you can try small. I've done it, and this way I knew how I'm gonna use them, where they're gonna go, what will be the recipe, how much do I need, and I was learning how much I'm gonna cook. This way I was just making exactly what I need, and the bags are staying dry, guys, forever in my pantry. So one trick that is very helpful for the digestion process, I mean, there's another step, another trick, not exactly one, I will be adding more. You add, so let's say it's 30 minutes cooking, 10 minutes before you finish cooking, you add 1 teaspoon of not refined sea salt. So that's important. I do Himalayan salt. So 1 teaspoon. If you have a lot of beans and they will soak in the salt to just, you know, pick up the flavor, you can add more. I mean, you will learn how much salty you want them or not. But I can tell you that 1 teaspoon to 4 cups of water completely is enough. So there's a different cooking time on a different beans, and I will probably read couple. I'm not gonna read all of them. I told you about 30 minutes of cooking in if beans are soaked. Some people will tell me 45 minutes it's enough for them. So they have to be tender, they have to be soft, they should be, you know, easy to eat, not any hard on your eating. Like, they should be tasty for you. So if you decide to cook it even for 90 minutes, it's fine. Just make it the way you want it. That's why we can always pick one and try it. There will be a lot of tricks for after cooking, what to do in order to loosen up on fiber, or just make it easier to digest because of the fiber. So let me share with you some cooking time, because that's something that I learned. I never tried it, I learned that. But if you want to have that list, just message me and I will send you the list. So like beans, black eye beans, let's say 60 minutes, guys. 1 cup of dry black eye beans, that's a pea to be exact, that is cooking 60 minutes, so it's pretty long. Chickpeas, very lovable, our garbanzo peas that we do hummus from, that is cooking from 120 to 80 minutes of a 1 cup of dry chickpeas. The other one that I love and I use a lot with Polish recipes are fava. Those are big beans, 60-90 minutes. Northern beans and kidneys, they are cooking 60 to 90 minutes. Lentils are very small and cooking pretty quick, and I can tell you that with some, if I add it to the soup, they will cook within 15 minutes. But some recipes, when I have them completely separately cooking, that will be like 30 to 45 minutes. And pinto are my favorites too, that I love them so much, and sometimes they need to be cooking about 90 minutes. So every single bean has a different time of cooking, and we will be, you know, personally, everybody would want to try them before deciding if it's 60 because the packaging said so, or if it's 90 because I like it after 90. Digestibility. Let me talk about this one, because this is typically a struggle and people drop eating beans because of that. And why is that? For many reasons, guys. Number one, we are not eating beans every single day. So if you are coming into learning healthy lifestyle and you deciding, or let's say you are coming to vegan lifestyle, and you are deciding that beans will be your main, or the biggest source of protein, then you didn't eat them so much, like you had them once in a while, and now you're having them every day, 3 times a day, and it may cause a problem for many reasons. Number one, not enough. You had them before and you are just, piling up your body with that fiber crazy. You are not drinking enough water, guys. And I just know that because I've been there and I went through the process of learning to drink a lot of water. And that is causing a lot of problems when you have tons of fiber in your body, but you don't have enough water in your body. So beans are causing gas, intestinal problems. It doesn't have to be gas. It could be, constipation or even loose stools, but also the irritation that you can feel overall in the body that can go even to your head. You can feel that you are just in a pain, and the headache can be even caused by beans, or foggy thinking because you are just overloaded and your body's just not clean, and then your mind is just foggy. So it could be from eating too much beans, which I'm not saying it's bad. It's good. It's just, it's too fast, or it's not enough water, or it's all of the tricks that you could do and you just didn't, or whatever it's in the beans that it's just causing this problem. And sometimes we have to just do it slower. We have to do it step by step. And like, if you didn't eat your beans for 30 years, don't expect to get your body on a high level of beans within 30 days. It's just not going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to take another 30 years, but give yourself some time and make it slow. Just give your body the process to learn to absorb so many good stuff that's in a beans. Okay. So with legumes and beans and all the other ways of beans that you can have, let me give you tips and tricks how to avoid most of the problems that I just said. Number one, soaking for several hours, for overnight, twice a day if you need to. If you decide that beans are hard on my body, soak it 24 hours. Practice this process, because I know buying from a can is ready, but there's so much stuff in those cans that it's just causing other problems. So it's not that slow connection. I just hope I am still alive. So soaking and even soaking for 2 days if you need to. If you see that you like some kind of bean and it's still causing a problem, you can soak it several days and it's not gonna be ready to eat after soaking. You still need to cook it. And there's so many other stuff that you can do. Pressure cooker. So cooking in a pressure cooker, if you have one, I don't. I was cooking in a slow cooker or regular cooking, but not pressure cooker. This cuts the time in cooking. So it's not gonna be 90 minutes ever for cooking. So take this in consideration. Chewing thoroughly your meal, especially meal that is with the beans, it's very, very highly recommended, guys. And what I can tell, chewing supposed to be happening about 30 times in your mouth. Who does it? You can comment about that. I would love to see. But just eating slower, eating smaller pieces and chewing a lot, that it's, I will talk about that too, but it's just pushing the enzymes in your mouth and helping that when it gets to your stomach, and enzymes are working over there as well, but they already done a lot of job here. So it's very, very important. For children, because a lot of mamas are asking me that question too, use it for kids over 18 months, no lower than that. I was asked about that a lot. What else do you send it to me? So yes, with the digestion, if you know or you see you have problem with digestion because of eating beans this type or this type, doesn't matter, start with the small ones. So there are different like lentils, peas, smaller beans that you will learn how to eat those, and you will see how your body takes it. And then you can go to the bigger ones like pinto, like kidney, or black eyed peas. So those are the little one, garbanzo, but a little bigger. And then you can go to really big ones, like I love the big ones that I'm cooking, the Polish recipes. Then another trick is combine with ingredients while cooking. So the seasoning you can add to your beans while they are cooking with greens. You can add non-starchy veggies while cooking. You can add even seaweeds into cooking, and all that stuff is softening the fiber. You'll be surprised, but for every person, different stuff works. Season the water with the sea salt. You can also season it with while cooking, near the end of cooking, but you can also season it with that is cumin and fennel. That stuff helps with the digestion because of fiber. And everything that you want to add for cooking helps with gas and, the irritability on your digestion process. Just add it at the end of cooking, not from the very beginning. What else do I know about digestion? The flavors. So sometimes like adding the minerals into the water picks up the flavor of the beans, but also salt typically even speeds up the cooking process. So be watchful for that. And apple cider vinegar. That's a tricky thing. And it's, you can have it before meals. There's so many good stuff about apple cider vinegar, but adding 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into the last process of cooking, that 5-10 minutes at the end of cooking, it's also making them soft. So the beans are breaking down better, the fiber is just softening, and you will see that it's easier for you to digest it. Also, when you are done cooking, one trick that I know helped hundreds of people that I was helping, and that was my practice, that I've done it on myself, and I was just pushing this down, word of mouth, simply said. So when you are draining your cooked beans, you will see that the skin off of the beans are easily to be removed. And since the bean is, after cooking, just simply added to the ready recipe, you don't need that skin, and that skin has the most fiber. You can learn how to have it and how to eat it. It will just take the time. You will be in the process of learning, but while you are draining them, when they are done cooking and they are ready to add to the recipe, whatever you are doing, you can remove that skin off of as many as possible of beans you can. And this way, you're not gonna put so much fiber right away, in this eating, in this meal. So remove that skin as much as you possibly can. And the last trick and tip that is very helpful, and I was doing it even 3 times before meals. Now I'm doing it 2 times before meals, and it was even suggested by my functional medicine doctor to have digestive enzymes before meal, especially when the meal is a heavy fiber meal. So it's not only for the beans, but it's very helpful for the beans. And I use a product that has like 13 different digestive enzymes in it. Very helpful, very like completely releasing my stomach from anything. When I have the enzymes before my meal, I have the meal and I don't have anything after the meal. Like there's no problems ever. I don't even remember when the last time I had a gas or any kind of irritable digestions after eating a lot of fiber or a lot of beans. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope this will be helpful. That's for many questions that I was receiving for what is the protein that I can have if not meat? And I can tell you beans are amazing. The legumes are amazing. There's so many choices, and cooking them will make you so much fun, and making them from scratch will teach you eating a healthy lifestyle, which is so good. And if you're going into vegan lifestyle, dig into the types, learn, practice one, then go to the other one, practice all of the steps that I gave you to make it less, fibery or just, soften for you, remove the skin. And if you want to add digestive enzymes, try that one too, because you will be surprised. That's the easiest and the most rewarding thing that you can add to yourself, because it's not gonna help you digest the fiber and the beans. It's gonna help you digest anything you have on your plate at that particular meal. So thank you so much for your time today. It was completely unexpected life that I didn't plan to do, but I'm really glad I did. It's Friday. I wish you all the best the whole weekend. And next week, starting on Monday, I will be probably posting that I'm planning to have a live with you guys, and I will be posting what will be the topic. So see you on the next one. Bye.